Hi guys, so this is going to be a quick little video on how to get yourself situated for set seed races and general set seed runs of Pikmin 2. So the first thing that you need to do for this is you need to homebrew your Wii if you haven't done so already. You will then need the Nintendon't app and then GCMM, which allows you to manage your save files on your memory card. And while you're at it, you're probably also going to want to get Gecko and Preloader, just so that you can use Preloader to load up the Wii straight to this when you turn it on, like straight to the homebrew channel. And you want Gecko to load the games from, so you don't have to ever interact with the Wii menu for the purposes of Pikmin 2. But yeah, once you have this general stuff set up, you want to take your SD card out of your Wii. I'm going to do that right now. Mute my mic so it doesn't make a bunch of noise. Sorry about that. My SD card is right next, like the slot on my laptop for my SD card is right next to where my mic is. So here on my SD card, I have, on the root of the SD card, I have the apps folder, which has the stuff we need. So GCMM, Nintendon't, and you're going to want Gecko and Preloader as well. And I think Cheat Manager? I don't know if you need that. I don't think you need that. But anyway, you also need at the root of your SD card a codes folder, which is going to have a file exactly like this with this exact name. But I'm going to delete this one because this is from a previous race. Because you can only have one file in here of that name, and you want it to be the one that you're using for that run. You're also going to need this folder on the root of your SD called MC Backup, which is going to have all your save files. This one right here has the race files that we use in Pikmin 2 set seed races. It's in the Discord somewhere, I'm pretty sure, and if it's not, then you can ask and somebody will provide it for you. Okay, so on speedrun.com, under the guides portion, there's this guide here for set seed codes. So you want to click on this link here for the GCT maker. You're also going to need to copy this. This is all assuming that you're making the file yourself, by the way. Usually for races, like one person will make it and they'll just give it to everybody. But if you're making it yourself, you're going to paste that part into here, and where these X's are right here is where your seed is going to go. So I'm just going to put in random seed. You want to call it set seed code. And for the game ID, you want to copy this part right here for NTSC. If you're playing on PAL, you would copy this part. And for PAL, you would also use this part right here instead of this top one. Put the ID into there, add code, download GCT. So that's going to go into your downloads folder. For me, it's going to have a different name because I have a bunch of files like those in there from previous races. But anyway, you just want to put that one into your codes folder on your SD card. And once it's in there, you're also going to probably have to rename it if it's like me. It needs to have this exact name for it to work. So you just want to make sure you get that. And then you want to go ahead and eject your SD card at this point. Muting my mic one more time to take it out of my laptop. Alright, and now you want to put the SD card back in your Wii. And turn it on. Because I have a preloader, it loaded straight to the homebrew channel, which is not required, but it's very, very convenient. So first things first, go into GCMM. You want to make sure that press A to check on the SD card for your saves. you want to click X to restore and A to choose memory card slot A. It's what? Did I insert it in the wrong slot? Bit of an issue for some reason. Let's try this again. Okay, I don't know what all that was about, but anyway, you want to pick the race files with A, and then press B to overwrite, and then Z to confirm. Okay, and now your memory card will have your race files, so go ahead and exit from here. And then you want to go into Nintendon't. And make sure you load from the SD card, or check in the SD card. And before you press boot GC disk and drive, you want to press B to make sure cheats are on. And if you press B a bunch of times, it should confirm that cheats are on, and then you can load from the disk drive. And while the game is loading, I'm going to load up CaveGen and check what the seed is, just to make sure that it's loading the correct seed. I'm going to turn my TV volume down so it doesn't echo into my mic. Alright, and then you would do your, like, before you start, generally you want to check what the White Flower Garden 4 is. Because, like, assuming you're doing race file, which means you're starting from Snugger Hole 1, which is what this first file is. Generally, before you start, you want to make sure the code is working. So I'm going to go into CaveGen, which I have up right here, or Cave Viewer is this one. So you want to go to White Flower Garden, sublevel 4. In the num field, you want to put 1, so it generates 1 seed. You want 0x, and then your seed. All this other stuff doesn't matter. You want to click story mode. And I think that's everything. And then you can just run it. And it popped up on my other desktop. Alright, so this is going to be the layout on this seed. So if I did everything correctly, when I... you didn't hear it, but there was a little beep as it was loading into the sub-level. That's how you know that it's loading a seed at all. But if you go through here, you'll notice it's the exact same, so let me orient it so it's like the same way as the picture. I should put the picture on the layout or something. Let's see, bam, no. Let me just do it like this. Let me put in video capture device, bam, maximize that joint. Move that over here. Okay, so as you can see, it generated the same layout as is on the seed, so that's how you know it worked. And then yeah, so all you would do after this point is just reset. You would do your load manip to make sure you get good loading times. And then you would just start the run from the race file, or you can start from the very beginning if you're not doing a race or anything like that. But yeah, and then that's basically it. You're ready to go.